Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Maybelline Nudes of New York eyeshadow palette. This came out about 3 or 4 months ago and I picked it up so many times at the store and put it back because I wasn't really into neutrals at that point. My taste in eyeshadow colors and finishes and whatnot varies over time. Right now, I'm really into neutrals. I don't know why, but this was $13.99. Well, actually, I paid a little more for that because of where I bought it. But it retails for $13.99, and then the price will vary depending on where you get it. And you get 16 shades, all neutrals, browns, golds, coppers, mauves, beiges, and that's about it. So I've been playing around with this and I am, for the most part, very happy with this. I feel like the shimmers are really great and I love the way they layer with the other shadows, with each other or with the mattes. The mattes, the medium to dark shades are really good. The only thing that is just a bit off on this are the light matte shades, such as this and this and this. But other than that, I love this palette. Now that isn't really an issue about the light matte shades because I rarely use light matte shades when I do a look. I tend to want to do something shimmery on the lid, and then I'll normally do a medium matte shade in the crease and then a darker matte shade in the outer V and then a shimmery light shade on the brow bone and the inner corner. So I usually don't use light matte shades. Now, in case you're wondering about the mauve shade, that is super pigmented, so you won't have any issues with that. So it's mainly just these like cream beige type light shades, those three right there. Other than that, this palette performs and works really well. So let me do some swatches and show you how they look. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, due to the nature of this shade right here, it kind of blends in with my skin, which is unfortunate. That is the shade that I have on as my brow bone highlight, so it's just going to give me some shimmer with a very light gold, but it just kind of blends into my skin. And then there's the second one. The third one is one of those shades that I said just doesn't have any pigmentation to it. And then there's the fourth one. Okay, for the second batch of swatches, I did this, 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 and then this. Okay, so the first one is a matte beige. Where is it? You can't see it. And then this shade right here. The swatch is not doing it justice. It's so pretty. I did a look Saturday. It's on my Instagram and Twitter with this on my lids, and yeah, it was really pretty. So that's what those look like. All right, next up is this row right here. And pay attention to this shade right here. It just looks like a regular gold, right? These are the swatches. So you've got the mauve and then sort of a deeper warm mauve, but that's the gold. Isn't that unusual? It definitely doesn't look like a standard gold in the on the swatch. And then that's the last shade, which is like a matte camel color, although its swatch is a bit darker. But yeah, that's one of the shades that doesn't really perform that well because it's one of the light mattes. This matte, though, swatches different than what it looks in the pan. One thing I noticed about this palette is a lot of times what you get is darker than what you see. So keep that in mind if you're deciding what to do with a look. Of course, that doesn't apply at all to the light matte shades. It's just the opposite. All right, so we have one row left to go. Okay, so this last row is what you're going to see now. This, 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 this. And those are those four swatched right there. So this is more of a traditional type gold, whereas the other one almost didn't even look like a gold. It was such an unusual gold. So those are the swatches. Now, one thing I should talk about is the base. Today I wanted to just use like a traditional eyeshadow base, so I used the e.l.f. putty eye primer. And in the pictures that I posted on Instagram and Twitter over the weekend, I posted one on Saturday, one on Sunday. I used the Maybelline Color Strikes as a base with those. And because those are not a traditional eyeshadow primer, I definitely thought it was important to use a regular one today and see how it compared. It didn't make any difference at all. The eyeshadows still performed the exact same way. They layer and blend on or with each other really nice. This, I feel, is nothing like those palettes that Maybelline used to do. Remember the palettes that they had in the beginning called the Nudes or the Blush Nudes? This is much, much better. They really hit it out of the park with this one. I'm very impressed with it. However, these are not like their City Mini palettes. Those, I think, are my favorite because they're very soft and I don't know, I just really enjoy working with those. These are more of a traditional eyeshadow in terms of the way they feel and the way they perform, but it's very good quality and certainly worth $13.99. And I'm very curious to see what Maybelline will do next in terms of color story, because this is a really great neutral palette, but you know, I would definitely buy more of these in the future. And what's nice about Maybelline is, you know, it's so easy because you can just pick it up wherever. During this whole pandemic situation, it's been kind of difficult because drugstore makeup was the only thing that you could go and look at and buy in person. Anything else had to be ordered online, and there's something about being able to see something in person because things don't look the same when you're ordering online on your computer. The colors don't look true. I noticed that a lot with the Maybelline Color Strike eyeshadow pens. I was kind of surprised when I saw them in person. As a matter of fact, when I did my video about those, I didn't have all the colors at that time. And I actually thought one of them was black because that's the way it appeared on my monitor. And then I saw it in person. I was like, oh, that wasn't black at all. So I'm hopefully going to have the rest of those soon. So I'm going to do another video where I show you swatches, talk about the colors in more depth because I was obviously wrong on that front. And also, now that I've been using them and working with them more, I have some additional information about the formula, the way they perform, and how I use them, and why I love them so much. So I think that is it. So yeah, this is the copper look with that I did in my Sunday Instagram, except just with a different base. So if it looks slightly different, that is the only thing I changed about it. But yeah. So big thumbs up, Maybelline. Good job. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Bye, guys.